the speed here going upwards of 76 miles per hour now. We saw at least, I want to say, 5 patrol vehicles following behind this vehicle. We know LAPD has also called in CHP to assist them with this pursuit. Now
White Dodge Charger.
Atlantic Avenue, North Long Beach here.
Yeah, and the desperation, we can see the speed, the distance they are opening up here.
What's happening, people? It has been a minute.
Speed is dangerous, and of course the tactics that
We got ourselves a Sunday chase. White Dodge Charger. Look at that, White Dodge Charger on the run here. That should be the 110 we're going under. 710, excuse me. It's been a minute. It has been a minute indeed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it is a full U-turn. You can see the units on the right side of the screen all making U-turns, so this is not tracking mode.
Law enforcement vehicles.
Oh no.
Let's keep this pose here because it looks like vehicles were stopped on the left-hand side. A bus.
This better not be how we return to our chase. There it is. There's that Dodge Charger on the left side of the screen.
And you can see that line of law enforcement going the other way, stuck there at this intersection. And here we go, 75 miles an hour, going the other direction on Atlantic Avenue. Really dangerous speeds. This is 90.
All right, we are doing high rates of speeds here, people. Live chase for the first time in a long time. Oh, spike strips we just avoided there. Did you guys see that? Spike strips in the middle of the road that we had to swerve around. Let me see if I still got it. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go, Jason, for the first time in a long time. Right adjacent to the 710 freeway here in the Long Beach area, we continue to fall in love with these overpasses. I don't love this. Potential Paul Walker challenge and dumping of the vehicle. There it is, doors open. What did I fucking tell you? I knew it. What? What? What?
I don't think they hopped in that truck, so they are probably.
Is he in the truck?
Beneath.
He might be in the truck.
Okay,
was that a Paul Walker challenge?
Vehicle that was waiting for that driver.
Paul Walker challenge.
Continues to follow them. Yep.
It is.
What happened? They jumped into this pickup truck now.
4 stars for a, oh my God, a perfectly executed Paul Walker challenge. A larger Dodge Charger waiting for them under the overpass. Hops into the bed, hops into the passenger side. We're wrong side of the road. I don't even know who's driving it. Is it the driver of the White Dodge Charger? Headed for a T-bone situation, just narrowly misses.
We saw that the driver earlier was getting very close to other vehicles.
Oh my Lord. That is a way to return to the chasing, my friends, after a long drought. A perfectly executed Paul Walker challenge with an ally waiting underneath the overpass. That is probably why he slowed down under the previous one, trying to figure out which one his ally was waiting, and it wasn't that one.
It looks like 100 miles an hour here on the 710 freeway. Again, we believe this is the
oh my God.
Either carjacked this truck or had it waiting for him, but went under the underpass.
I guess there's always potential.
It's difficult to see. The car just continued to roll on with its door open.
I guess always it could be a carjacking, but it is a burglary suspect. Who knows? But that sure felt like a Paul Walker challenge. Shout out to everyone who's subscribing in the chat. What's up, Kai? Welcome in. Welcome back. 710 northbound, Downey, Norwalk. All roads lead to Downey. Of course they do. We got ourselves a 4-star chase in the heart of Downey here on a Sunday.
The longer this goes, the more people are put at risk. And we're talking about high speeds. At least you can say now it's on a freeway where there won't be pedestrians.
Come on, ABC. The good news is we have ABC, but sometimes they have 2 helicopters. We might need it if the signal's going to be cutting in and out. Am I on the right internet? I am not on the right internet, but that was not me. That was not me. That was ABC's fault. So far, so good on the wrong internet. Of course, I forgot to change it.
That suspect got out of their car, hopped into this pickup truck. Originally was driving a white car, and according to LAPD, they threw a large box out, kind of towards law enforcement that were trailing them. CHP
threw a box at CHP.
A large box of tools. But again, all we know right now is that they were in pursuit of a burglary suspect that we do believe just hopped right in this truck, right out of that white car. And you can
threw a, who said Mario Kart shell? He threw a Mario Kart shell out of there.
Dangerously close to cars and driving in opposite directions as well. It appears as though they're.
This might be a through.
Yeah, that's not a straight exit. Gonna get back on the 710.
Headed
Headed towards downtown, but we are a ways away. Downey Norwalk, we're southeast of the city, of course.
On that shoulder as they go at high rates of speed and get back on that road surface. Oof.
Oh,
man.
oh my God! There was a Dodge Charger in the shoulder.
Vehicle stopped on the side of the
Stopped
road.
on the side of the road that he
And
almost
this driver
rammed
was able
into
to
from
barely
behind.
get around the
That
fence
was
car
close.
in the right lane yet again, just nearly avoiding disaster. Boy, this is really
Studio ABC7 on the call here.
Moving in and out
Eliana
of
is
traffic
in the
at
air
speed.
today. Oh my God!
Between those two vehicles,
That pursuit tree blocked what was just a very tight pass between lanes 1 and 2.
That blue car, you know, this is a pickup truck. It's not going to maneuver like a smaller car, and we're seeing some lag in those moves that this driver is pulling. It's not moving as fast as I think that he wants it to.
Oh.
You can see just how close
The shoulder,
is
man.
coming to hitting some of those vehicles. Now onto
Off-roading!
to get around here. We're at Firestone.
Why are we off-roading? Fishtail! We're stuck in a pit!
Dirt here. This driver is not
Doors
going
ajar.
to, sticking this with a
Ejectocito. Now what?
Glow. It looks like a worker's vest, and
Are they just trying to blend in?
Just
What?
looking
Oh,
slowly
nope.
emerge, and police
Get this
are
pursuit
on
tree out of the
this,
way.
Is that sheriff or CHP? So we have.
They're still
guns
walking.
drawn, two people as
They're clearing the
checking
vehicle.
pickup truck for more,
What was
and
this
two people on the
strategy?
sidewalk look like they are giving up, both laying down on
What
the
was that
sidewalk,
strategy?
Firestone Boulevard and Southgate.
After that perfectly executed Paul Walker challenge, this is how you go out?
No, the driver had the vest on.
You had the
The
makings
passenger
of
is in the
incredibly
black
sharp
and gray. We don't know
burglars.
who was driving the white
And then
car.
you decided to
Just
drive
seems
through
to
a
believe
dust
maybe
pit
he had someone
for
waiting
no
for him in
reason.
that
You-
pickup truck, bailed on the car, let it roll.
And now
through
we're
and
Patrick
down the
Starfish on the
roadway
sidewalk
into
in
the pickup
Downey.
truck.
I told you, if you guys ever take a vacation
So
to
now,
Los
spread
Angeles,
eagle on
grab a
the
lawn
ground
chair,
here. It looks like the vehicle has
sit near
been,
the
truck
605 or
has been
710
cleared.
Downey
There's some
Avenue,
distance,
California
between
Avenue,
these two,
Downey Avenue,
between
California
law
Avenue exits off the
enforcement and
freeways.
these two suspects, these two driver and passenger who are now on the
And
ground.
just sit there and watch
Sorry,
the
guys,
police
what are we-
chases
what are we
come
doing
by.
here?
There's so many chases that happen that don't make media too,
We are
because
we're getting ready
they
for our 5 o'clock
conclude
newscast,
so
At some
quickly.
point soon, we will join that. But for now, we are streaming live on ABC7 and our ABC7 Los Angeles app. As
We're not
these
code 4 just
officers
yet, but they are moving
looks
in.
like
Here we go.
LAPD,
Who knows with
and
these
they are
two?
moving in formation. Those lead two officers.
Perhaps we
I'm not sure
overrated
if
their
those
Paul
are
Walker
weapons or
challenge,
who
which
are
was
less
phenomenally
pretty large
executed.
vehicles, look like
Look at this
teenage giants.
armada.
And they are approaching. Both men are on the ground.
I love
not
the,
moving, and are going to allow
I love the
themselves to be
worker's
handcuffed.
vest.
So, I guess
They were
best case
probably
scenario
pretending
here,
to
Sophie,
be
is these two are
someone
now
working
going
on
to
the
be
street,
placed under
like
arrest
the
with
sticky
no injuries,
bandits,
it
the
looks
wet
like,
bandits.
to any bystanders.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I mean, luckily,
Like when they were pretending to be cops.
for a while there, getting very close to other vehicles, getting close to people at one point, and also driving in the wrong direction, driving in the wrong lanes. So the fact that it ended this way is a little bit of relief.
Stand
For
by,
these
code
officers
4.
and other people that passed by them on the road. I mean, they were going upwards of 100 miles per hour as these officers were on this pursuit. And again, this started as a burglary pursuit. It's unclear exactly who they were
Okay.
originally after. Right?
Drop your fours in the chat, people. We
It
are
could be this
code
person that we
4.
see in this
Vehicle
black
cleared.
sweatshirt. It could be the person in that bright orange
Wow.
vest. But again, now law enforcement are going to have to look into both of them because
Yeah.
this pursuit lasted for so long.
Right.
This
and it
really
said-
did.
it
This
said
had potential
carjacked
of a
here,
major
carjacked
name
Silvertruck. We're
chase.
not entirely certain that that was the case. It could have been that one of these guys was waiting for the driver of that
Right.
white car, went under an underpass. The driver of the car bailed and then got into the waiting truck. Or it could be the fact that there's two people makes me think that this was someone who was waiting for this driver rather than two people getting out of the car
yeah.
and then able to carjack.
Someone,
a truck.
Matt in the chat's
Both of them
asking,
get in,
there was a
because they were
chase.
really under the underpass
I'd say
for
there's
less than
been one
10 seconds.
chase since
That's
the
a lot
last
of
time I
time,
did
a lot-
one.
A lot to transpire. It looks like Air 7 is.
Yeah, Air 7's leaving the scene. There was one chase that we can watch. I believe it's relatively short. It's up to you guys. It was a late at night chase too, I think. Chases breed chases. Unfortunately, I'm going to be out the door at like 6:30 tonight, headed to a barbecue. So I may miss that chase in particular. Yeah, we can run back the... let's see. Let me pull it up real quick. That was an interesting one, though. What's up, people? It's been a minute. Is everyone enjoying their summers? I certainly am. Perfect timing. I'd just gotten back from the beach. I had an hour and a half until I got to go to this barbecue. And then the chase pops on. Like, oh, hello. Sometimes I'm blessed with good timing. Let's see. There's been a couple of super early morning stew chases, but they've lasted like 2 seconds. When was the last? Chat's asking, when was the last time that we saw a successful Paul Walker challenge? One that good? Not for a while. Okay, we can watch this chase. I have not seen this chase yet. Let me, before I hit it live, let me just change the title of the stream to replay. Okay. That was a good live chase, though. Nothing like a good live chase, right? A proper chase. Someone said that in the chat a couple times. A proper chase. It's a proper chase. That was a proper chase. Let's see. Who's on the call for this one? Is it the silver Dodge Charger? Oh, okay. I don't know if there's audio here. Yeah, no audio, I guess. I guess you're stuck with me. Let's go chasing. 10 westbound. I have no clue what happens. Call it a 3-star chase for now. What else do I need to put on the screen? Spoilers, of course. Oh, there goes my internet. Why didn't I change the internet before I started streaming this replay? Anyways, we're chasing here. Okay, I got it all framed up. No, I have such a dilemma with this internet. This is 108 miles an hour, by the way. Where are we? 10 eastbound late? This was super late at night about a week ago. I must have missed this one. What was I going to say? Oh, listen to my internet situation. That's a bright night sun, by the way. So I have access to internet. What would you guys do in this case? I have access to internet, which is, for the most part, runs quite well, with the exception of the occasional, like, pixelating that you just saw there on the screen. And it's because my neighbor allowed me to log in and use his when it was...
Just keeping an eye on this right now on the 10.
Okay.
Car going 90 plus miles an hour. Right
Okay,
now.
so I guess we have studio.
Incredibly fast right now.
So anyways, long story short, I do have access to high-speed internet that I can use for essentially free for my neighbor. And I have my own modem, so I have access to 2, right? But if I were to save it costs $100 a month for my own internet that I don't even use. If I get rid of the internet and I ship it back to the cable provider and I just use my neighbors, I'm at the mercy of him it being on all the time, right? So there may be a time where he's not home, it gets unplugged, or it needs to be reset, and I can't do anything about it. Is it worth the $100 a month security of knowing that I will always have access to internet, or do you roll the dice and save $1,200 a year?
You know, and having that impairment just makes you worry even more about what's going on. Normally when we're...
I haven't grown the balls yet to send back my modem and just use my neighbors.
Space to operate. Obviously there's a lot of traffic and being a...
What do you mean, insane price? In a good way or a bad way?
The hope is that they're going to get it under control because
Remember, I only have, that's just internet only though.
overhead chopper is right on top of that. Spotlight is right over
And it's
there.
high speed.
Going anywhere, they're not going to lose sight.
$100 a month is a lot for internet only. It should be like 60.
If they get off on an exit, then you become that much more
Yep.
and
Yes,
everything else.
Caleb, you're right. Yes, considering your job involves the internet so much, you should have one of your own. And that's why I've kept it. It's like, especially during NBA season, if I'm doing a show or something, and then, like, I can't text my neighbor and be like, what's up with your Wi-Fi and why is it off? Because then he'll know I've been mooching it the whole time. So I'm at the absolute mercy of something I can't control. Is it worth $100 a month for your own security? And the answer has been yes, obviously.
You know, there was a moment briefly after.
Where are we? 605 northbound. Guess what? Oh, we're east of Downey Norwalk.
At least a little bit of it, where things slowed down quite a bit. But
Mr. Ramos says, since you're considered a streamer, is your income lay for the internet and use that as a write-off? Oh, yeah, of course. I usually just take the standard deduction on taxes because I don't want them looking into me, but
We'll see if they're gonna attempt something here. He is.
it doesn't cost enough to supersede the standard deduction on tax write-offs.
605 northbound. And this CHP officer is making maneuvers of his own.
Right, and
To the left, yeah.
it's
Going around those cars.
you know, it's always concerning, obviously, because sometimes it trails.
Anyways.
In tracking mode, this certainly doesn't seem like it's that scenario.
Right.
I mean, it is a hot tail pursuit with at least this one
Yeah.
cruiser directly behind, now on the shoulder here. So it's really scary because even just a weekend or 2 weekends ago, we're covering these crashes and other deadly incidents where you
Yeah.
have vehicles.
No,
off
it's
the
one
edge
of those
a
monopoly
freeway,
situations.
off an exit ramp, anything
I could
like
always
that.
get Starlink,
Right,
but
or
Starlink's
another
expensive
one
as hell.
where, I'm remembering.
I'm just gonna
surface
keep
streets
it.
backed into the-
And just having that
the
security
back
of
a
being
car
in
that was just
case
stopped at a
he
red light.
goes on
You know,
vacation
any
and
situation,
isn't
any
tending to
variable
his
can
internet
be
problem.
disastrous
You know how
for
long
any
it takes to
number of
like
people, not just
reorder
those,
internet, hook up the modem,
those,
get them to
CHP
set it
officers
up and all that
pursuit,
shit.
obviously not just
I
for
don't
the
know,
driver
that could
in
cost me
vehicle, but
2 to 3
anybody else
days,
who's
and then
on
I'm
the street
in
at this
deep
point. That's
shit.
what makes it really scary.
And dark, yeah, given the visibility out there. I mean, they have the spotlight from their own police chopper overhead. But not knowing what's coming up behind you and at such speeds, look, now we're nearing
Who said
100
audits
miles
breed audits?
per hour,
Ain't
again,
that the
before
truth?
dropping back down
That's
and
why
slowing
you take
down
the
into
standard
some of
deduction.
the
You never have to worry
congestion
about getting
and the
audited.
drivers on the
Yeah, you're
605.
leaving some money on the table, but if you
But yeah,
do a lot
we'll
of
see what
cash
CHP is
business,
going to attempt to do
you
here,
don't wanna
taking
be
over from the
audited,
LA County
clearly.
Sheriff's Department, where this had started, and I think they had said at one point in West Covina, and again, not exactly sure what had happened prior to tip them off, or if they just noticed, obviously the sheriff's patrolling the area there in West Covina,
Yeah,
so
and you
jumping
see
on the
the
freeway.
cruiser here for a moment.
That's the
there,
plan,
it was
Nick.
Almost exactly parallel with
Yeah.
the.
Just
keep it as it
with
is.
the driver.
I lost my voice here, which is a problem. I've been nursing my voice all day because I was out. I was out to dinner in a lounge club last night. Oh, are they gonna pit on the highway? We're side drafting next to, looking right through the driver's side window here.
You'd have to assume, right?
Right.
They're just
I
looking
think
right
there
in
was
there.
other
Okay.
examples where you're caught in these situations.
Not
at
pitting,
least
but
they're
slowing down for
right?
sure.
45, close to 50 miles an hour. So certainly much
Anyways,
better than
yes.
90, close to
Boxing him in.
100.
I can't,
Right.
when I'm like having to scream to talk to the girl next to me.
Skytel trying to maintain
I
a
feel it the
connection
next
there,
day, and the
but,
problem is I need my
this
voice
is
for
at least
radio.
Somewhat of
Got a
good
week's
sign.
worth of
What I
radio
was gonna
coming
bring
up.
was that when I'm basing off of all these conversations that we have with law enforcement, if you're caught on the surface streets, right, you get a lot of going in circles, right, because
Yeah.
they're familiar with the areas.
Right.
But then when you're stuck on the freeway, the alternate is this could go on for a long amount of time,
Right,
right?
and you
Because
just
you
keep
have just this
switching freeways.
stretch, right?
Right.
You can start on the 10, you can get to the 605, and just get anywhere else because there's so much traffic to cover.
God, people
and you
love
can just
driving on the
maintain these
shoulders
speeds for
lately,
a
huh?
while, and then just like that, we're back up to 90 miles an hour right now.
And he did not, obviously, or he or she, whoever's behind the wheel, not even.
It actually worked out
trying
perfect as we
to
get off the
heed
freeway
warnings of
here.
these
I had a
CHP
date. I
officers
was supposed to be on a
and pull
date
in the
last
right
night.
safe manner.
She canceled on me.
Hope for that outcome. Maybe this
The old
person
not feeling
is,
well excuse.
As we mentioned, DUI wasn't
And
aware
because she
of what's
canceled,
going
it
on.
allowed me
But
to
yeah,
go out with my
obviously
boys who are in
this,
town.
Flying
And
down
I
the
ended up
freeway
meeting
at
someone.
80, 90, 100
Anyway.
miles per hour.
The only
And it
positive
went quite well,
in
so
terms of just the last
it
few
all
minutes
worked
when
out.
we've been
You gotta create your own
keeping
luck
our-
sometimes.
Our eye on this is that what you notice from SkyCal
The
right
Bumble-
now, it's just the two
Bumble
vehicles,
girl.
right?
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
the CHP Cruiser. It's just the.
It's been a long
CHP
time since the
DUI
Bumble
driver
girl I
here,
think you're
and not seeing a lot
referencing.
of other traffic, at least in the immediate moment. Obviously, you see one or two there, but it's just. You
It's all
start
part of the
getting
game.
more tense once you
I've
start
played it
noting
quite often.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus more cars right around the immediate area and start weaving back and forth. That's when things start getting really nerve-wracking.
Well, we have an expert on the phone, David Avila, with the former LAPD
Oh, we
officer.
get someone to
David,
call
and
in this late at
Good
night.
evening to you, and here we are over another police chase through the San Gabriel Valley.
what's your take on this one so far? A reckless driver is what we know.
Oh, Justin Gio. Yeah, this guy, I tell you what, I've been watching this thing. It's been some strange activities. It's, shows you the difference between the taxis from LAPD and CHP.
The game is tiring. The game is not tiring when you live in LA. Everyone here plays the game, no matter how old you are. Everyone here is gorgeous, so why would you be locked up?
They're going to be getting off the freeway, maybe transition.
Off the freeway.
Like I've always said before, it's freeway streets, no matter what, they're always dangerous. Fast or slow, but this one here, if it stays on the freeway...
This feels like a pit, left side of the screen, lining up the back left quarter panel. Pit maneuver. I wonder if it's pit certified.
Those surface streets that we were worried about
Oh,
just now.
we can't see what's in front, so that's why the pit maybe hasn't occurred. There's a cage on that unit. Maybe it's not pit certified. I don't know. Intersection coming up.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen them do a pit maneuver unless it's really empty, and it's, I think what you that mentioned that there wasn't that many vehicles on the freeway. But once CHP gets okay from their supervisor, yeah, they'll go ahead and they'll pit the suspect vehicle, and it looks like they're on a side street, so you know we may see that coming.
This is
up.
pretty damn close.
Wonder, David, here that where
There's some
because we talked about
tailgating
this
going
a
on
number of
here.
times
They are
before,
not
right
letting
now,
this one
so
go.
referencing previous conversations we've had, I'm curious if you share the thought here, where now that you're on surface streets, a lot of the times we see these scenarios where they're trying to get to a place where they're comfortable, and now it's
What makes a car pit certified? If the officer's gone through the training of pursuit intervention techniques, they have to be like licensed for it.
Homes on top of it as well. It just adds
Some
all
are,
the
some
chaos
aren't.
to what is already a chaotic situation.
Absolutely, Jill, and that's what we were talking about earlier. You know, that's one thing you have to worry about. Luckily, I haven't seen that many vehicles. I'm not sure why, but thank God there's not that many out there. You know, we look, you know, cross traffic. Earlier, we seen what happened when a suspect slammed into a side of a vehicle. It's in that car turning, it turned upside down. But on this one here, yeah, it seems like we slowed down. So I don't know if
Slow it down again.
It appears like they know.
Pretty
where they're
missionary
going or
chase
they're
here.
talking to somebody, but yeah, we
not
may
tracking
see-
mode.
I mean, we may see a
It's a
pit
pure
maneuver, but it all
chase.
depends on the watch commander on what they want to do. If they figure that it's kind of like a slow, I say he, but it could be a female also. We don't know.
Yeah.
You
And they're
know,
entering
they may,
Monrovia.
follow it.
Oh, sorry, David, go
Bro
ahead.
Kid says
They're just
every
entering
CHP
Monrovia.
is
It's a
pit
quaint,
certified. It just has to be
quiet, small
cleared by a
community,
sergeant.
You know, city
Okay.
there, and the streets are narrow.
That makes
I mean,
sense.
You know, and packed in.
Okay, this is not me.
homes.
This is
It's-
not my
yeah,
internet.
gonna
This
get
is
a little more
ABC.
dangerous as-
Okay.
as this
Sometimes when it
person just
pixelates, it
flies
is me,
through
but that was not me.
And SkyCal zoomed in right now to give you a closer look. Earlier, we made the point, and I'm curious if at a certain point we might be able to get another look at it. Obviously, with the dynamics of this pursuit changing and our connection going in and out from time to time. it'll
See,
be a
it's
little
not
harder.
just me.
I did notice a small dent, at least on the bottom, right below the brake light on the left side, on the driver's side of that vehicle. You see the driver there. You got a brief snippet of it with the window down, but now it looks like in a parking lot.
Parking lot?
This might be toward the end of a.
Last time we were in a
they might
parking lot like
quarter
this was
Boston
Tree Roy
potentially
Jenkins.
Here. I mean, this is where you start running into folks or running into other cars, and things get a little dicey.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's.
They're gonna pit him in a parking lot?
Their
There's
own
too many. There's
rules,
got to be
like
people
any other
around.
department. That's why most police departments, law enforcement,
And we've come to a stop.
officers, what they do is they like to keep their own people involved because they're all playing off the same playbook.
And you see the hands right outside the window there.
Is that it?
Jasmine? It looks like this might
got
finally
hands.
come to an end here.
Yeah, I think this suspect's gonna give up here.
And I'm glad it doesn't appear there were any injuries or damage
we have
to
keys?
innocent drivers.
Did he drop the keys?
pedestrians, at least from the point that we were
That
over
Dodge
this
Charger doesn't
chase
appear
of
to
a
be
reckless
on.
driver
Oh, I
that
see
went through
the lights
San
in
Gabriel
front.
Valley and Indian here. It looks near Monrovia.
Why
Right off the
is
edge
my
of-
advertisements
Yeah, in a parking
right
lot,
in the
maybe a
way?
Shopping center, something of the like there. But there's the suspect just slowly making their way out of the driver's side. You see two CHP cruisers behind, so putting a wrap and a bow on this situation. But of course, I mean, you dodged a lot here from what started on, at least when we broke
Did he
in on
make
the
it?
10, then switching to the 605. At one point,
Shirtless.
they're on the 210.
Who drives
and then
shirtless?
Monrovia here over the course of just a few minutes. At some point,
Especially if you
getting
have
close to
leather.
100 miles an hour. Suspect here now walking hands up backward toward the officers, and it looks like the trees will obscure just a hair, but otherwise you can see a pretty
Put the
clear
cuffs on. Yep.
picture, of the cuffs being put on the suspect.
If it's hot out, you don't drive shirtless, and the leather's hot. It's not hot. It's like 71 degrees here at the beach today.
It almost
It
looked
looks like he did not have a shirt on.
It has been gorgeous
They're
for
gonna
like
search
3
the
straight
vehicle, right, David, as they bring
months.
this to an end?
Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and search the vehicle, make sure there's nobody in the back, or they'll check.
Oh,
the
we're
trunk
code
to
4.
Make sure there's nobody being
That was
trapped in the
quick.
back. Well, I mean, they'll go through the whole routine.
All right.
And
Well,
luckily this suspect, though,
We didn't
is,
miss
the
much,
officer
clearly. There haven't been many
with the
chases.
ones
You know what's going to happen?
he
Because I
wanted.
leave for
So,
Europe on Saturday
came
night.
to a nice quiet ending. So-
This whole week, there's going to be no chases. And the moment I get on that plane, it's going to be chase after chase after chase after chase.
is
Guaranteed.
inside.
It's always the way it works.
Check the trunk as well, but I mean, just
But I can't do anything about it.
considering everything that we saw in
I can only
just a
do
few
a
minutes or
replay
so
when I'm
from,
available or not on a
incredibly
plane.
high speeds to the
I can't
traffic
stream
and
from a
then
bus
surface
station.
streets and running
Code
through
4,
a
good
number of
job,
stop
chat.
signs and lights and
I don't even
and
need to
everything
tell you
else before
guys.
closing in and finishing
You're
up
so
on
educated at this point.
in this parking lot, but a suspected DUI driver taken
I am.
into custody
2
here
weeks. I
now,
did
which
2 weeks in
started off as
Japan.
an
Now I'll
LAPD
be in
sheriff
Europe
said
for
he pursued, then shifting
2
over
more
to
weeks.
CHP. Now
Direct
coming to
flight
an end
from-
here. Dave, we also want to thank.
Direct flight from LAX to Athens. The good news is, when I booked it, I got it for $199. The bad news is, it's 12 and a half hours. That's a long fucking flight. Athens, bounce around some islands for a little bit. Budapest, Dubrovnik, Barcelona. And then I'll be back at the end of the month. What World War II sites am I seeing? I am definitely going to the World War II Museum in Athens because it's right next to the Acropolis. So easy access. What else? Croatia? No, I don't think there's anything there I need to see. But yeah, $199 on Norse. So Norse is like a long haul carrier that flies out of LAX. I've taken them a couple of times. And while they operate like a budget airline, their planes are Dreamliners, so it's worth putting up with how they try and scam you. It's like the one airline that has they're super with the bags. Like if your bag is too big for a carry-on, they will get you $60. So make sure your bag is like fits within the little cage. They won't give you a boarding pass until you put your bags in make sure they fit. So, but it's one of those airlines. But the planes itself are gorgeous. Like the Norse planes are all Dreamliners. So 12 and a half hours is a beast. But I did get it for $199. I booked it way back in like April. What else you guys got? Yeah, it was a steal. So it wasn't even coming back from Barcelona. That flight I got for $330, which is great. Peak season out of Barcelona. You know what I find interesting, because the flight path from Southern Europe to LA, the difference between when I went to Norway and Copenhagen, it was only 10 hours. But Barcelona, it's just as long than Athens. And you figure, how is that possible? Because Barcelona is so much further west than Athens is. But because of the flight path, you fly over the North Pole when you're going to the west coast of the United States. It's like north-south is what matters, not east-west. So coming back from Barcelona, it's still like 12 plus hours. But yeah, that's where I'll be. So if I'm a little delayed on one of my chases, hopefully you guys understand why. Time differential, travel. I gotta be on a plane going between all those different cities, but I'll watch the chase whenever able. Hopefully we catch it live. Always a chance that we don't. Other than that, go Cubs go. I need the Cubs. I hope you guys have had a nice summer. Anything else? Yeah, we're not giving our time and effort to the New York Mets in August. I got too many gray hairs of Mets wisdom to care about a regular season result, because you know this type of shit that happened today is coming in October. I've seen it hundreds of times. I'm too wise to allow something like this to ruin my wonderful day here in Los Angeles. Whose Wi-Fi do you use when you fuck? It's my neighbor's Wi-Fi. But I have my own. The neighbor's Wi-Fi is a little bit faster. I do not envy you, Nick. I do not envy you. All right. I think that's it. I think I'm going to call it. It's been a pleasure, my friends. Until next time, whenever there's a chase, I appreciate everyone who resubscribed to the channel today. And then hopefully chases breed chases. It's been a minute, but good Paul Walker challenge. Adios, friends. I'll see you soon. I'm not leaving till Saturday, so I'll be alright. If there's chases this week, as long as it's not during 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time when I'm doing the radio show, I should be around for most chases this week. I'm saying it's going to be a dead week until I get on that plane. All right, friends. Bye-bye.